I remember when Granny had her first stroke. I was there with her, and I thought she was going to die. She didn't, though. Granny was from strong stock, and it was going to take more than one stroke to keep her down. She had physical therapy for several months before a bigger stroke partially paralyzed the left side of her body. Even then, she slowed but did not stop. 4 strokes couldn't hold her back, and I think that if age hadn't been a factor, she would have kept on going. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I want to tell you about Granny first. I don't even remember why I called her Granny. She was just Granny to me. Granny Mildred. She was my dad's grandmother, but after my parents divorced, she gave my mom and I a place to live. She didn't care about how awkward the situation was. She just cared about me having a roof over my head. That's what I remember most about my early childhood, growing up at Granny's house. Her home was my world, and she was one of the only constants I had in my life. While Mom worked during the day and went to school at night, Granny took care of me. Mom was around when she could be, but most days belonged to Granny and me. She took me shopping or out to run other errands, showing me off to all her friends. On Friday mornings, I accompanied her to Arlene's beauty shop, where she sat underneath a hairdryer for an hour before having her head meticulously sculpted into a pristine silver bouffant right out of the 1960s. Afterward, we'd get drive-through for lunch, and then I'd spend the rest of my afternoon crashed out in front of the TV with a pad of paper, doodling whatever spilled from my imagination. This was my early life, just Granny and I versus the world. She was my best friend before I understood the importance of such a title, before the strokes got the best of her, before the devil paid us a visit. I was 8 years old when I first met the devil, although I didn't recognize him at the time. I thought he was my friend back then, but that's not quite true. He was just a messenger.